Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Moore will throw. He's going to run it.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Ducks come to the line on third down trying to keep this drive alive. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air on third and short. Finds a tight end. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Moore to the air. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Hutchison. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Snagged out of the air. It's a running touchdown, Oregon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Oregon 7, Navy.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll send the back in motion. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Got it looking for the first down. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, going to the air. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Navy! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that 1st.
Moore to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Just going to keep it after the snap. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Navy quick to the line. Using his feet. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Tebow. Unloads to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
Navy 14, Oregon 10.
And the Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback. So when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away. And he shows you the athleticism. He shows you the speed. And also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. The play action fake. Pickoff, what a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, midship. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Warhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The Warhawks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. You want to talk about converting a fourth down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. Fourth down time, you only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big first down.
And the Warhawks will snap it on first and 10. Handoff from the gun. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make the play on the ball.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That's That's an awesome-looking carry. And you know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Sends it back in motion. Runs through a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he picks. First down for Navy.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on 4th down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the tailback. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Warhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Warhawks will have it 1st and 10. This is a designed run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down coming up.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Gain of 6. Third down coming.
The Warhawks have moved it inside the 20. On the option. He'll toss it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Warhawks need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Underwood. Going for 6. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to make magic. There he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
You want to stress a defense? Get the quarterback outside the pocket right now. Really good job running the bootleg to the left, getting the quarterback outside the pocket. He can chew up ground in such a hurry, or he can throw the football down the field. Makes it really tough on defenses.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Off the the RPO. Fire right, trying to convert. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Tebow. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss.
Now, I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, midshipman. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. The Warhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Keeps it on the bootleg. Going to try to get it himself. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He has the first and still on his feet. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed.
Touchdown, Navy! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he puts through the extra point.
Navy 21, ULM 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Duff. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Warhawks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the grab. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover zero, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice